To go to Cheryl from Bay County. She has a question about being a cash buyer. Cheryl, you can go ahead with your question now.
Yes, if you are in your late 60s and you have a life savings of $250,000 and you live on a Social Security check, how much percentage of that life savings should you put as a cash buyer for a condo or a house on the beach?
Oh, wow, that's kind of a big question, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I've got this right. You're saying you've got $250,000 in savings. You have a Social Security check of an unknown amount, and then the question is, what should you put in as far as a condo on the beach? Is this going to be a primary residence, or is this going to be a condo for investment purposes, Cheryl?
Primary residence, and it would be out of my life savings because I live on a Social Security check, so I don't want to be house poor, but I want to have a beach home.
So what you got here is you got a dream here of living on the beach, and you've got a budgeting issue that you got to work with. Henry, how would you help Cheryl out?
Well, I would be really concerned about using your entire life savings on a property, because you're still going to have other things that will pop up. You still have medical issues that could pop up. You still have some other things like taxes and the like that may pop up. So you definitely don't want to use your entire savings. You want to try to find a way to work around that. And there may even be some lender that can help you for a partial mortgage toward that, which I know is not something you probably want to do. But the best thing to do before you even start looking at that dream home is, again, talk to a lender to get their advice, or your financial expert, your CPA. Try to find out a way on what you can live off of on your dollars, so that you don't invest too much money of especially your life savings, your cash. You got to be so careful with that. When you have $250,000, and especially with some of the prices right now, where you're going to spend more than that for a lot of these condos on the beach, I would highly suggest you contact a lender. Feel free to call me in the morning. I'll research it even more for you. But definitely try to contact a lender who will understand your situation a little bit better, and I'll be more than happy to dig into it and find even more information for you.
Usually in a situation like this, where somebody is going in and buying a home, the mortgage company is going to, and these are just kind of broad figures, yeah. A mortgage company is going to take no more than 25% of your saving, or of your monthly income. And because it's Social Security, it's fixed, so we kind of know what that's going to be, and they're not going to go above 25% as far as what they're going to need for a monthly mortgage payment. Then the question is, can you live off of the 75% that's left over? Like you said, Cheryl, you don't want to be house poor or condo poor in this situation. And also, condominiums have a situation that you need to be very careful of if you've never owned one. There's something called a condo assessment. And you have condo assessments that are done from time to time periodically to upgrade the facilities. Also, you have condominium dues that are due. Sometimes they're monthly, sometimes they're quarterly, sometimes they're biannually or even annually. So you have to put that in your budget as well. And living in a condominium, even though they take care of a lot of the maintenance, they do this with the fees that they do for each month or each quarter that I just mentioned. So for instance, some condominiums provide water, cable. They provide some of the amenities that you're looking for, more than just the beach. But they have a cost that is affiliated with that, and those costs are not capped. You may go into them, and let's just say hypothetically you start out at $100 a month. There could be a changeover in the board of the condominium association, and in 6 months from now it could go up from $100 a month to $200 a month. Well, if your budget is that tight, it could have a profound effect on you, and that dream home may turn into a nightmare. So be very, very careful and watch your budgeting on that, Cheryl.